Hey everybody, welcome to my cooking show. I'm Dr. K, and I developed this cooking show to help with just simple recipes that provide solutions for eating healthier and for getting more nutrients into your system. One of the recipes that we're gonna do today is a black rice porridge. It's one of the solutions that I came up with in order to help balance out eating healthier and trying to get things like cereals out of my morning routine. When I started eating healthier several years ago, I got a little bit bored with eggs and bacon and vegetables in the morning, and then oatmeal being some of my only alternatives. And so I had black rice left over one morning or one afternoon evening, and in the morning I was like, I wonder if this is possible to make into a porridge. So one of the things about eating different types of foods, especially ones that are really colorful, is that they usually have a lot of nutrients in them, which is why eating something like a black rice porridge in the morning actually is kind of a good idea. So one of the things that black rice has in it is it's very, very high. It's one of the highest foods in anthocyanins, which is an antioxidant. And it's also very high in vitamin E, which is another antioxidant. And what those vitamins, minerals, nutrients do for you is they help to reduce things like cardiovascular disease. They can also help prevent diabetes, and also they are like vitamin E is also very helpful for your skin. But anthocyanins also are really, really helpful for balancing out free radical damage. And so what happens essentially in the body is that when we're exposed to certain things like toxins or chemicals, or if we're just going through our body's natural ability to do the things that it does, when our cells are doing their things, they can sometimes create free radicals as well. And what we need to do with our food is be able to absorb these things like antioxidants, because they're gonna bind those free radicals and get them out of our system. And that's in your cells, that's in your liver, it's everywhere. So that is one of the benefits of just making sure that you have enough antioxidants in your system. Okay, and then also black rice is also very high in fiber, and because it's a whole grain, it's a little bit different from white rice, because white rice is quite a refined carbohydrate and grain, and so it's gonna pretty much raise your blood sugar as quickly as it can and as possible. So there are some types of people that really want to avoid that roller coaster ride, and so white rice is one of those things that maybe you want to avoid. Now also, people who often eat gluten-free usually are on the side of not really getting enough whole grains in their nutrition, because a lot of the sources of whole grains come from grains with gluten. So what's a really great benefit of black rice and brown rice and red rice is those wild grain rices, is that they don't raise the blood sugar as high, because what happens is they still have their husk on them, and so when those rices go through your system, they hold on to their sugars for a lot longer as they go through. So it actually slows the absorption of sugar by your body, and then that means that it's not going to spike this major insulin response to glucose. And so that's one of the reasons why whole grains are very healthy for not only your GI tract, because of the fiber, but they're also really helpful for things like diabetes and also for heart disease, because they're not going to raise, and you're not going to be riding that blood sugar roller coaster all morning and day long. Also, if you partner this with eggs, or if you put, like I'm going to show you, I usually put like a whey protein in it as well. I do this with my oatmeal too. Another really great way to keep your blood sugar stable and not ride this roller coaster forever. So the blood sugar roller coaster. So let's dive in. Basically what I've done is I've already made the black rice, but what you can do, and this is one of the types that I use, is the Lotus Foods. And what I just do is I follow the directions on the back of the package, super duper simple. And what I'll do is I'll usually make it for dinner the night before, and then I will have this extra in the morning, where I will then put this into to-go containers, and then my husband and I will take it to work with us the next morning. So I'm just gonna show you how I basically put it together, and then that's gonna be about it. So let me just show you. What I have are these, I got these at Costco at one point, and they have little lids to them, and so it's really, really convenient because I can warm them up, put the lid on, and then we're good to go. So I'm just gonna pour my rice in here, and I do about like a 1/4 cup or so, 1/4 to 1/2 cup. So that's why I usually will partner this with like eggs or like a organic sausage or something like that, because that makes it super simple. Then what I will normally do is I will put something like a whey protein, or if you are keeping this plant-based, you can do an like a pea protein, something like that, that works really well for you. Also, black rice is pretty high in plant-based protein. So again, another really great reason to incorporate this into your routine just a little bit more often. And then, so once I've done that, I'm not gonna add any in right now, but usually I'll add in like a scoop of that. And my favorite is Hammer Nutrition's. Shout out to them. So there's that. And then the flavors I'm using for this one today is gonna be like a banana coconut recipe. Usually I will use something like an almond milk and I'll put that in, but today I'm using coconut milk, just different flavors for today. Okay, and so I also have a flaxseed, a shredded coconut, and I think there might even be chia seeds in here just to help raise the omega-3 content. So I drop those in, and then I also will pour a bit of coconut milk on. And I've already heated these, so if you are reheating this in the morning, what I'll do is I'll put this into a saucepan on the stove and then heat it all up. So I'll put the coconut milk in with the rice, put it on the stove, it'll warm up, and then I will pour in the rest. So I put those all in, and then I get those all mixed up. Just super easy. Okay, and then I will top it with bananas. And what I would do is I would chop some up. So I would dice like half of the banana into small chunks so that you can mix them in. Super easy there. So we'll drop those in. And then I'll put some more on top just for fun. Because of the fruit in this, and because black rice is actually kind of sweet, and also because of the fat from the coconut milk, I'm not putting anything sweet. On the recipe on the blog, I will sometimes put a little bit of honey, or I'll put jam on top, so it's pretty darn sweet if I'm really feeling like I want that. But with this one, because of the bananas and everything, I'm not gonna do that. So let me grab a towel here real quick. That is actually one of the easiest breakfasts that I make, and that is it. That's really how it goes. So I have the recipe online, and I will link it at the bottom of this video. But I just wanted to say that if you are looking for simpler ways to eat healthy, but you're really not sure how to do that, and if you're looking to get out of the routine of eating sugar in the mornings, there are definitely other options out there for you. I highly recommend trying different things like a black rice porridge or something else that's going to get you out of that routine of just always eating eggs every morning and getting bored, because when you get bored, you're probably not going to want to keep doing it. So I just encourage you to go online, check out this recipe, give it a try. Let me know. You can follow me at Dr. Kirsten on both Instagram and Facebook, and come on over and leave a comment if you try it. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which really helps other people see it and helps me provide more recipes and videos for you guys. So thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited. Please let me know if you try this, and I will see you guys next week for another episode.